All right, so I'm just going over my weekly outlook of the Forex market. Clean this up a little bit. So UCAT is in my zone now, so I'm automatically going to mark that. Same thing I can look for all the time. Wait for it to come out the zone, retest it, continue up, or you get it to break below the zone, retest, look for it to drop. So either way, I see a lot of resistance here. See a lot of resistance here, support here. So it could very well come up here, find resistance, drop back down, or do a pullback and then break the zone. But I ain't gonna try to predict it. I just react to the market. I don't predict, I react. So we'll just wait to see what it does. If I had to take a guess which way I think it'll go. Seven, 8, 6. No, I ain't gonna take a guess. USD CHF. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on right there. Found support here. On the 38% on the fib. You can look to see it come back up here. I like this. Can't make that up. I like this trend that it's on. I see support here, resistance here. So we can wait to see if it'll actually come back down to the trend. If it comes back to the trend and finds support there, we can ride it up to the zone. It's outside my zone, so UJ in my zone. Either way, you go up. Once it break the zone outside, I want it to come back to retest for confirmation. Same thing on the downside, come out the zone, retest, and probably ride it down. I have a trend line on this right here. I see it respecting the trend just like the previous one. So if it comes back to the trend, if it breaks retest, we probably ride it down. And if it finds support here, we ride it back up. So we could catch this both ways, on the way down and on the way up once it finds support on the trend line. So this one I definitely keep an eye on, UJ. And I just wait for a clear as day setup. GJ. So we got a clean break and retest, looks like. Clean break and retest. The market gap. So I want to see how this play out first before I take this trade all the way up. 149500. But because this gap here, I don't like the gap. With the break and retest, because the gap up there, that may be a good thing for it to say that they're going up, but I don't have any confirmation right now. So I'll wait to see how this one play out. I'd potentially like to see it come back down to the trend line that it's been respecting. It's been respecting the trend line, so I'd like to see it come back down here to the bottom of the zone. Probably wick it down here and then close to the bottom of the zone. And we can look for it to come out of the zone again. That would give us the double bottom. And then we'll ride it up to the top. But we just wait to see how it play out because it could very well come back down, break the trend line, retest it, and then head straight down. That also could happen, and that's why I say I don't predict the market. I just react to it. Whatever the market does, I'm gonna react to it and go from there. But don't force nothing. Just be patient, let it come to you. Keep an eye on that. EA. EA is in the middle of my zone. I normally don't trade in the middle of my zone. I only trade off of my zone. So I'm not even going to try to look at this right now. I stick to my rules. Stick to my rules and don't force the market. We have all these pairs we could mess with. It make no sense forcing no trade. GU. Okay, so I don't have a zone on top here, so I'll just draw it up right quick. Okay, so this one Found support down here. Same thing like GJ. Right, looking for this to go up because of this doji on the support level. I'm looking for it to go up, but because of the gap, I ain't a fool with it. We got a clean break and retest. Zone got broken. Retest the zone. We can look for this to go all the way down. Again, let's get a little closer. Again, this also had a gap. So we can wait and see how this play out. But I like the break and retest. We can wait to see how when the market actually catch itself. We can see if the gap close or if it finds resistance up here. But overall, I think I'm looking for a sell on this one because we had the clean break and retest. So I'll keep an eye on that one. I love when GN and EN on my zone. Maybe we could make some money this week. So we're looking for this to either come out the zone, retest, head back up, or come outside the zone, retest, and then drop. Once we get the confirmation, then we'll take the trade. No confirmation, no trade. It could continue to go straight up like how this didn't retest. It broke the zone here. It didn't retest the zone, so I would have missed out this opportunity. I would not have taken this trade here because I don't have any confirmations aside from maybe this engulfing candle. That would have been the only thing would tell me take this trade, this engulfing candle off the zone. But I like to see the break and the retest first, and then I get a good setup on it. So not just because the market break and retest mean I take the trade. You can see here the market broke, retested, and it still went the other way. So we wait on our confirmation. Wait on the confirmation before you take the trade. So we have a break here, a retest. Market went back up, came down, didn't close as low. Didn't close as low as the first touch. That's a confirmation there for me. And that's where I would have gotten the trade here and ride it up to the next zone. That's a double bottom. That's how I trade. I wait on the confirmation. No confirmation, no trade. Okay, this one in the middle of my zone, so I'm not gonna fool with it. I just leave that alone. This one is inside the zone. Again, you're waiting on it to come out. Retest. Or for it to come outside, retest, and drop. What I do see is price respecting this trend line. It's not breaking it. So we'll wait to see how this one play out. Keep an eye on that. So it look like all the JPY pairs respecting the trend line. Price inside the zone. Wait for it to come out. Retest. So as you can see, it's like basically the same thing over and over again every chart. Over and over. Same thing. Ain't nothing much changing. I wait on the break and retest. No break retest, then I don't fool with it. I don't fool with it. In the zone. In the middle of the zone. Price is respecting this trend line here. Price move away. This in the middle of the zone in any event. But if it does come back down to the zone and retest here, I'll look to buy it up. But then I'm looking for this trend line to get break and then ride it up. But we'll just wait for the market to pick up. So probably by Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll have a clear sign as to what GCAD doing. Price was consolidating here. Came out the consolidation box, it retests where price was finding resistance in the consolidation box. I call this one the last kiss. I had this here matchup for it to play out. TP hit. $140 pips. Easy. One day, 8 hours. Can't beat that. So it's finding resistance now on the zone. It's finding resistance on the zone now. So I looking for a setup now. First, I can look to see if price actually goes in the zone or breaks above and retest, and then look for it to go up or for it to pull away a little bit, go up, Don't close as high as the first touch, and then looking to ride it down from there. That will give me the double top, start the trend, start the downward trend. So we wait on the market. You don't have to force nothing. If you be patient, take your time, you make a lot of money. EU, EU gapped as well. The last candle on Friday closed in the zone. So I want the gap to close, and I wanted to find support here. Maybe come down, touch the zone wicket, and then close here. And I looking to ride that up, probably to the 786 on the fib. And I could possibly look for this to go down again. And why I say the 786 is because when I look at this trend here, I could see it coming up here, wicking it, and then turning back around. See a lot of resistance on the same 786 line. I could see price going up there and then continuing on the downtrend for this move here. Or it breaks the trend line, comes down and go all the way up to the zone. Either way, but it's on my zone now. I just want this gap to close and then wait later on in the market, in the week, to see how the market actually moves. A cat is in my zone and also gap. So this candle on Friday closed right at the bottom of my zone, and this one opened on the other side. So when this candle closed at 9 o'clock, if this candle closes up here, outside the zone where I'd leave a long wick here, I can look to ride this up. But I don't have any confirmation on it, so I wouldn't necessarily take the trade. I would want to see it go up a little, come down, and then go up. Give me the confirmation. That's how I can take the trade. That's how I can take it. Or, there's always an or. Just react to the market. Just reacting. TAD, CHF. I was watching this one a little while. And I saw it forming this price action pattern. The price move up. There's some type of wedge. I missed this whole move. I saw the resistance here, but I still wouldn't do nothing with this, no way, because even though I got this engulfing candle, like it ain't enough pips for me to take the trade. I need a minimum of 50 pips to ride it down to the next zone, and this engulfing candle wasn't gonna give it to me. So this one's actually in my zone now. waiting on it to come out, retest, ride it back up, or come down, retest, look to ride it down. Simple, simple. AN. I'm just going to draw my zone on this one here. I don't have nothing to the bottom to really show me where the zone is, but I just go to the bottom of the wicks on this one here. I actually like this. Gonna buy. Got a strong engulfing candle here. The first touch off the zone. Price came back, respected the trend line. Also didn't close as low as the first touch. That's a possible double bottom right there. We can look to ride this all the way up to the next one. This would be a move that would happen this week, AN. So let's say we get into a buy stop here. 25, 75 pips, 75 pips. $786 again. Resistance, support, support. So if we do a buy limit, that give us 100 pips. But I wouldn't take the buy limit right now because price could very well break this trend line here. It could break the trend line and then end up breaking this zone, come down, either retest the trend line or my zone, and then continue down. So it's a matter of waiting to see what price actually does. But I like the fact that this 816 is here, and we can see the price was finding support here on the trend line. Same thing. I like it. Buy limit here on 786. Ride it up. Get 100 pips. But I can wait for confirmation. I ain't gonna trade it yet. Clean break and retest, as well as an engulfing candle. Bigger than the last six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It made some movement down, but this have a gap, so I can wait later on in the week to see how it play out. ECAD. So we just got a break in the zone. We're looking for a retest. Write it up. With this one here, on the fib, it's the 618 on the fib. So if I get a retest here, instead of the zone, I may consider taking this trade. But I ain't gonna rush it. I ain't just wait to see how the market play out. I personally wanted to come back down to my zone, but you know, we don't control the market. We can't say what it can do. We just react to what it actually does. So ECAD just broke the zone, so you're looking for the retest now. That's all I could see. EU in the zone. I mean ECHF. Waiting on that to come out the zone. AG. Another one. Respecting the trend line. It had a gap as well. Wait for this one to play out, but I like it that it's right on my zone. Or right off of my zone. And CAD. So it was in the zone. It opened with a gap. Looking for it to go up a little bit. We test the zone. We could ride it up. Or let it come down, do the same thing on the other side. So I can wait to see how this one play out. Market just opened, so I ain't planning on trading. If I do trade tonight, it'll probably be like 9 o'clock. I ain't trying to get into nothing right now. Spread's extremely high. And the market need time. Okay, so I put this pink line here. I think one of the pairs earlier, I was talking about the 618, but it finding support on the 618. I would potentially take the trade. So I see I see this as a minor zone. So I could take this as the retest of the zone, but it basically retesting the minor zone. So we didn't get our retest of the zone, but if this finds support here, I'll take that and ride it up once I get a confirmation. It's at a small gap, so probably tomorrow I'll revisit this and see how it play out. So this coming back to the zone, I actually like it because that would be the trend line. Or very close to it. I'll keep an eye on that as well. had a gap in the middle of my zone now, so I can check that out later on in the week. Break retest, heading up. Mm, this one too far off my zone, so I ain't gonna watch this one yet. But I'd love to see it go up. I'd love to see it go up just to find resistance here or break it and then retest it. Either one. Either one, but I ain't looking at it right now. Gold. Gold is in my zone right now. So I'm waiting on it to come out the zone before I take a trade off for it. I do just now. Wait for it to come out the zone, and then we go from there. Silver, I don't have charted. US 30, I don't have charted. I'll chart these up and I'll let y'all know what I see from there.